Well, good morning, everyone. It's Cooking with Gigi, and today I'm going to make what's called one bowl banana bread. So, I have already been smashing up my bananas, and you can use a fork, you could use a potato masher, you could use a mixer like I just did. That's what I did to make my bananas very, creamy and smooth and smashed up. So I'm going to set that aside because I'm done with those for the moment. Move this mixer so this is not in our way. All right. Okay, so we have our smashed bananas in there. Now I have that's three, this is actually 4 small bananas. It calls for 3 large or 4 small. This is 4 small bananas. All right. Now I'm going to add in here 1.5 cup of melted butter. So that's 1 stick, and it is unsalted butter. So 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. So we can kind of stir that in a little bit. All right, now we're going to do 2/3 cup of sugar. So here's 2/3 cups of sugar. The nice thing about this, it just takes 1 bowl. It's great. Sometimes you can get so many bowls going, it's a mess. Okay, now we have 2 eggs at room temperature. And I did set my eggs out a little bit earlier. And I think it would probably be smart if I go ahead and break my eggs in a bowl and go ahead and mix them up a little bit with a fork. I like to do that, it kind of helps. So let's do that. Got 1 egg, 2 eggs. So I'm at my client's house cooking, so it looks a little different, but that's okay. This is the best way that I can do it here. So we're gonna go ahead, since I'm making them a banana bread. All right, my 2 eggs from room temperature are going in to my bowl. So I guess it's 2 bowls since I wanted to do that. I wouldn't have had to do that, but I just think it's best to go ahead and mix your eggs up a little bit. Okay, so now I'm mixing in the eggs. All right, so we've got the eggs in. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, which is right here in my bowl. I've been wanting to get some vanilla paste. I cannot seem to find it. A lot of neat recipes will call for vanilla paste. I need to find some. I could probably go online. I just haven't done that yet, but I'm going to get some vanilla paste. All right, now I need my 2 cups of flour. Yeah, I did my vanilla, so now we've got 1 cup going in. Maybe I'll mix that up just a little. Look at this pretty red bowl they have. I love their bowls. They have some really colorful bowls here. Here's another number 2 cup. And this is all-purpose flour. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. All right. So we need 1 teaspoon of soda and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. So here's the baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon. All right, here's 1/2 teaspoon baking powder. That will make your bread rise. Oh, the doggies are stirred up for some reason. And now then, 1 teaspoon of soda. Someone might be home, I don't know. 1 teaspoon baking soda. All right, that's going in. All right. So the only thing we have left would be 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Let's stir this up some more. Teaspoon of cinnamon, which is here, and teaspoon. Get my cinnamon. I love the taste of cinnamon. I don't want to get too much though. 1 teaspoon. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So our butter was unsalted. Here's the salt. I'm gonna hold it over here so I don't get too much salt in there in case I spill it. Okay, there's my 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All right, so now all I have to do is get this all mixed in really good. You don't even really have to use the mixer, but you could if you wanted to, but I don't think you want to overbeat it. when it comes to these kinds of things. You can overbeat these things. So let's just stir it with a spoon. It's looking pretty good. It's smelling pretty yummy. 1 bowl banana bread. That's what this is called. All right, I'm gonna take a little break and get my pan ready. Okay, so I did get my 5x7 loaf pan sprayed with Pam. And now I'm gonna just pour all of my banana bread in here. Okay, here it comes. This just makes 1 banana bread. I have frequently doubled the recipes, but they only had 4 bananas and they were small, so I couldn't make them 2. They love banana bread, so they would have liked it if I could have done that, but we'll use what they've got. Make another banana bread another time, right? Okay, so I have my oven on 350 preheated, and I have my banana bread in my loaf pan ready to be baked. Okay, I'll be back when it's ready. By the way, this banana bread is supposed to bake for about an hour, is what it said. At my house, because my oven seems to be hotter, I would check it after about 45 minutes to make sure. I don't want my bread to be dry, so I'll do that when I'm at home. All right, well, tonight we have some pickleball to play out in about, it'll probably be 54, 55 by the time we get there, because it's supposed to be 60 here today. So I'm gonna try to enjoy the sunshine, go out and get some exercise. All right, everybody, I'll be back with you in a little bit. By the way, I did forget to put the walnuts in, so as soon as I remembered, which was as soon as I put it in the oven, I went ahead and sprinkled some in on the bread and kind of moved it around in the bread, so I think it'll be okay, and I've got plenty of walnuts on top. So you can do walnuts, or you can do pecans, or you can just go without. I have put chocolate chips in my banana bread before. But anyway, so you decide what you want to do. Okay, I have the banana bread out of the oven. That's what it looks like. It looks pretty yummy, but it's really hot. I'm gonna try to take a little piece out and taste it and let you know what I think. Check out how beautiful of a banana bread that is. It is like perfect. It came out of the pan so easy. I'm pretty proud of that. That's about the prettiest banana bread I think I've ever made. It's a perfect height. It's still kind of hot though, but I wanted to show you how pretty it is. Okay, everybody, I have my little bite of banana bread with some butter on it because that's the way I like it. And let's see what we think. I want to make sure it's moist. Tastes pretty good. I know it's a beautiful bread, so maybe you can try this. It's called 1 bowl banana bread. All right, everybody, have a great day.